Hi, thanks for watching. This is just going to be an easy, chatty what's been going on in my life because this week has been incredibly long because we are sick. I am sick and my child is sick. Thankfully, my husband has escaped unscathed. Please, God, let this be the case. So it's just made everything longer and more challenging. Nothing in particular aside from that, thank goodness, but just no energy, running fevers, and coughing, just not great. So that happened around, so she was sick, my daughter was sick from Monday, starting Monday. We went up to Cape Cod for the weekend, which was so much fun, and I kind of felt like she wasn't feeling her best that over the weekend, and then on Monday it was just not great, so she didn't go to childcare the whole week. It's like great, which also makes everything challenging, even more challenging. So she wasn't feeling great on Monday, was running a fever, and then she just kind of laid on the couch all for most of the day on Monday, which I was like, oh, poor kid, but like I could actually kind of try to get some work done. But then she was up all night and not feeling good, so that was not great either. And then her fever would go up at night. It was just awful. And then Tuesday, I started to feel crappy. And then by Wednesday, I was running a fever. I wasn't able to go to some obligations that I had, which was really disappointing and a bummer. So we're just feeling crummy together, and I'm like trying to work and she's sitting on the couch like hacking up a lung. It's just not ideal, and then not able to sleep, and our schedules are all off. So all that to say, coming into this weekend, we really just needed to rest and recover. So that's what we did all day Saturday. We did not leave the house, which was for the best. And then today we just dashed out quickly. And we're back now, and we are, we're trying to rest. That's what we're trying to do. So that's just kind of on the physical side of things. On the sort of goal-driven, perspective life taking action updates, that is what I am working on, because I realize that kind of my theme for this year has become one of the two following things, and they are, number one, focus on what's most important, because I have a habit of being sidetracked by things that aren't important but feel good to focus on. Like, I can't, for example, this isn't my issue, but it's like if I wanted to lose weight, then what I actually need to do is, eat more vegetables, eat more protein, and move more. But what really feels good to focus on is, the latest, figuring out the latest diet plan and the latest like eating plan, and oh, if I eat these things, and like being very nitpicky about the details. Like, that's not what's most important. What's most important is putting better things into my body and moving more. So I know in my head that I know the most important thing, but it's not always the thing that feels the most important or that feels the best to think about. So I'm really working on training myself to work on the most important thing and the thing that will move the needle the most, which again is not always the easiest or the thing that I want to work on. And I mean, just as an example, doing this video was the most important thing to me today, aside from, caring for my family and my physical health. But, what do I really want to do? I really want to, scroll or not shop, but, look at whatever, binge watch whatever I'm watching. I'm watching Love is Blind. Is anyone else watching Love is Blind? My boss actually got me into it, and now I can't stop, and she's moved on to other things. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, that is not the most important thing. So even when it comes to like, there's like fun stuff and there's like important stuff, and within the important things, figuring out the most important thing is a challenge. So for me, along these whole lines, it's been to increase my income, and there are so many people in my life that are such great role models. And I wanted to shout out Dr. Ninja Turtle Fire's channel, Daryl, longtime commenter, really much appreciated supporter of this channel. He has a really great channel too, and he just started talking about his journey to fire on a low income, and I find that really inspiring, the way that he's done that, and I really admire his career path, and I'm thinking, oh, as I'm designing my own career path, because I know for me that is the number one thing that will move the needle, is figuring out how to design my own career, skills that are the most valuable for me. Again, the most important thing, focusing on what is most important. So I just took a couple minutes and I hauled out and updated some personal information. So I just updated my resume to have all my qualifications accurate, and know in my current job, which I love and could not be happier in, what can I work on developing? What do I need to work on developing? And especially during this time, we're dealing with some federally mandated updates that is really emphasizing my communication skills and documentation and articulation and distilling complex situations into concise and articulate statements. So that is what I'm working on the professional side, and really taking that being able to make that next leap, which to get to the next level, especially in my career, means honing the skills that will get me there. So that is something that I am actively working on. So on the personal side, that's something that I have struggled with, but am also learning to do better at, because I was talking with my mom on this. I feel like I have this habit of not playing full out and not giving everything that I know that I am capable of, and I am working on overcoming this habit. And I think it starts in little ways. It starts in doing the things that I know will yield the most results. So how do I play to my full potential? By exercising my full potential on the daily, in the day-to-day things. So, for example, something that really helps me, and I had been a while at return to this practice. I had been doing gratitudes for a while. I have done the magic. If you are familiar with Rhonda Byrne, who does The Secret, she has another book called The Magic, and it's just gratitude. It's gratitude for 30 days, and you write out your 10 blessings, and there are 10 different blessings every single morning for 30 days straight, and the idea being that you build up this momentum of gratitude and thanksgiving that completely changes your perspective on life. And there are different exercises for each day, which are great to do. For me, the most effective thing is just writing out gratitudes. So I do that by hand, and I just restarted that process. I've been doing it on and off more this year than ever before, and I have just found the best results from that, because it changes my mindset from one of, oh, I wish I had this, to appreciating what I have, and what you appreciate appreciates. I have seen this in so many different ways. So I have been doing that, and then something else that I just returned to is the process of meditating. So I journaled yesterday. I took time while my daughter was napping to sit down and journal, and then I meditated for 9 minutes, which was great. I used the Moses Code meditations, and then Brendon Burchard, which I found through Brendon Burchard, and I have that. He has a free download of that, so I have that. And then he's just saying every 5 minutes he comes in and just says the word release, 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 which is so powerful for me. The idea of releasing things, for me, it's releasing things I can't control, and just releasing things I can't control, which is everything except my own actions and thoughts and actions. So it was so powerful to do that, to journal out lately. And I feel like that's my greatest therapy right now, is writing. And it always has been, writing and yoga. Coming back to my yoga mat, which I haven't done in about a month either. So that's something I'm overdue for. So those have been the things that have been working for me lately. And I love the focus wheel practice from the Abraham Hicks writings. The book Ask and It Is Given details the focus wheel practice. And so that's something that I took the time to do yesterday. And I would like to do that more, because that's really helped me shift my mindset and really uncover what is most important. And trust myself more in finding what is most important and exercising that discipline of, again, focusing on the most important thing. So that is what I did yesterday and what I have been doing lately. So that's what's going on. That's what's working for me lately, and the processes that I've been going through lately. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll keep watching.